So first and foremost, I'd like to welcome all of our graduates this evening. Those of you who are able to join us, and thinking about those who are not, this celebration is in your honor, and I hope you enjoy it. Okay? How are you feeling? Yeah? Okay. I would like to thank everybody who works for Adult Basic Education. We are an amazing team, and we really pull together for this event, so thank you, ABE team. I'd like to thank Linda Schneider-Erger and Nora Frisch for taking the lead on organizing this event, allowing me to sashay in here with no heavy lifting. Kind of like it. Let's keep it up. We have some special guests this evening. We have Michael Flores, the Chief of Staff for the Chancellor's Office. Yes. We have Jackie Pureau from the Office of the Governor Sisolak. Thank you very much for being here. We have Christopher Dahir. I would like to just say one thing to you. I would like to acknowledge your commitment to this event. You are always the first person to respond, and you come year in and year out and show your support, and it has not gone unnoticed. Yeah, thank you. Dr. Marie Margalo, our Vice President of Academic Affairs, thank you for being here, as always. Dr. Vincent Solis, the President of Western Nevada College and our keynote speaker this evening. More on him later, but thank you so much for joining us. And finally, our very own Dr. Karen Helgerson, our amazing president. All right, so family and friends. There are a lot of family and friends in the room tonight, and a lot of you have been here early, so thank you so much. When I speak to the graduates, either in my office or in the classroom in their first few days with us, I ask a couple of questions. And one of the first questions I ask from sort of an assets building approach is, what are your strengths? Where are you solid in life? And undoubtedly, the number one answer is faith and family. Faith and family. So for all of you families out there, please know that your role is invaluable. Your support, your encouragement, all the sacrifices that it takes on the home front, and there are many, but your role is invaluable. Thanks so much. Family, thank you so much. The second question that I often ask, after congratulating these graduates for walking in the door and all the courage that they exhibit by making this decision, because this decision does take courage. And so, the second question that I ask our graduates is, why today? Why now? And once again, the number one answer has nothing to do with career or job or money. The number one answer is always, I'm doing this for my kids. So all you beautiful young people in the room, please know that you are the motivation, you are the inspiration, and while I have you paying attention, I hope, dream big and continue your dreams and don't ever stop, okay? Yeah. Okay, where am I at now? Instructors and tutors. Thank you so much for your passion, your dedication, your commitment. You're an amazing group of people to work with. You're an incredible group of human beings, and I am honored to be with you every day. Thank you so much. Yeah, huh? Yes. Yes. The heart of our program right there. And I'm going to shake things up a little bit right now, and I'm going to ask our esteemed director, Cynthia Pureau, to join me on the stage. And while she's making her way up here, I'm going to ask you graduates, a show of hands, how many of you have taken advantage of the tutoring center while you've been in our program? Hands up. Okay, so most of you, right? So the tutoring center is this vibrant place of action and activity. Most of the time it hums along like a well-oiled machine, most of the time. It's also a safe haven and a safe place for you to go in and just say, I'm at my wit's end, I'm so frustrated, I just don't get this. And you have people there to help you. And that's really important. And I think that the whole feel of the tutoring center really reflects the person who runs the tutoring center. And this evening, I would like to honor Paula Keyes. I'm not done. So, this person, very much like the tutoring center, is also a vibrant and active place of energy, curls, color. This woman is incredible. And she too is a safe haven and a safe place for students to go to and everyone to go to and listen with compassion and empathy. I am so honored to call Paula Keyes my colleague and my friend. Come on up.
Paula. We're not done. In addition to the flowers, we'd also like to get her a little commemorative clock for her office, because we know that Paula is there all the time. Whether you guys know it or not, she's there all the time. Morning, evening, afternoon, to make sure that you guys, all of our students, have the tutoring services that they need and the support that they need. So again, thank you, Paula.
Okay, so when I think about what I would like to share with you this evening, I'll be honest, I just kind of try to think of something that's resonated with me, and then I hope that I can share it with you and it might resonate with you as well. So this is what I'd like to share this evening. This past year in March, I attended a conference in Chicago, and the last session of the last day, which I didn't even really intend to go to, but I ended up there, was called Equity into Action. And the gentleman that ran the session, his name was Dr. Daniel E. Walker. And he had an amazing, impressive bio, accolades and publications and tons of degrees. He was the studier of everything. But he introduced himself to us as a storyteller. That was how he identified himself, as a storyteller. And he went on to tell his story, a very moving and profound one, of growing up 60 miles east of LA, the only African-American family in this town. And it was a great story. And he left us with 3 kernels or 3 gems of wisdom, which have stuck with me. So I thought I'd share them with you. And the first one was, speak your truth. Speak your truth, find your voice. But he took it one step further, and he said, please make sure you speak your truth when you're most uncomfortable. Please make sure you speak your truth when it makes you most afraid, because that's when it has the most impact. So speak your truth. He then tempered that with, but make sure you listen to others speak their truth without judgment. Hear their truth, hear their story, and set aside assumptions based on gender, age, socioeconomic status, language, culture, ethnicity. Set all that aside, just listen to the truth of others. I liked that too. Oh, and he said he encouraged the men in the room to listen more carefully to women. I really liked that. Yeah. And then his final point was, and never, ever, ever underestimate the resiliency of the human spirit. That was his final point. And I might get a little emotional sharing this, so bear with me. And he gave the example of his mother. And his mother had had 5 children by the age of 26 with 4 different dads, none of whom were in the picture. So she raised these 5 children on her own. Everyone in the town referred to her as the welfare mom. And all of her children knew how to sew because she could only afford to buy clothes when they were on sale and they never fit properly. Anyway, she raised these 5 children, launched them into the world, went back to school, and got her nursing degree and became a nurse. And this is the part that really gets me. I would have thought that after all that, she would have said, okay, time for a little me time. But no, she took in 3 more children associated with the church in the town and raised them. and launched them because they needed a home. So she raised 8 kids. And there was this picture of her. The gentleman ended the session with a picture of her in like some crazy reindeer pajamas. It must have been a Christmas picture or something. And he ended the workshop with this picture of her with this look of contentment and peace and calm on her face. And I just thought that was a tremendous story. So what I'm sharing with you this evening is to speak your truth, tell your story, listen to the other people around you, and also revel in your own resiliency, because you all have so much resilience, and revel in the resilience of the people around you. And you have just made this big difference in your life, and I'm so proud of all of you. And all of your journeys have been different. Some of you have been in our program for 8 weeks. Some of you have been in our program for 3 years. Okay? All your journeys are different, but you've all exhibited resiliency. Okay? So that's great, and I want you to enjoy this evening, but I also respectfully encourage and perhaps even challenge you to continue to make a difference. Make another one in your life, and then a next one, and then a one after that, and then another one after that. What do you think about that? Yeah? Yeah? Carlos, yeah? Okay. So with great love, and I mean this with great love, congratulations and job well done. And I would now like to invite Dr. Marie Margalo to the stage for some congratulatory remarks. Thank you.
Great word. Congratulations. That's what you all deserve. I am standing here, and it is my honor to be able to address you at this time. You have made a life-changing achievement, because education is truly a game changer. It was in my family, and I know it'll be in yours. And you've taken this big step. You've made this great commitment. You've done all this hard work. Made your families proud. I was so excited I came down here an hour before the event, and we had families sitting here waiting. That brought a tear to my eye, to show that kind of support and love that you have. And they have every reason to be proud of you. Your resilience, your hard work, and your grit to just persevere and overcome any obstacles that got in your way to have this great achievement. And as an advocate for education and somebody who's incredibly passionate about it, I hope that you will all consider taking that next step and joining TMCC College to even further your education and do even more amazing things. Be that role model for your family, taking it to the next level. So I hope to see each and every one of you here next semester, and just chasing your dreams and grabbing them with great gusto, and making everyone proud that are all your family and friends and loved ones, and more importantly, making yourself proud, because you know what you went through, you know what this means to you, and you will take it further through your life. So with that, I just want to say heartfelt congratulations. Very, very proud of every single one of you. And I would like to invite to the stage to introduce the Valedictorian and Salutatorian, Linda Schneider-Erger. So would you please join us? Thank you.
Thank you very much. I am honored to introduce our Valedictorian and Salutatorian. First, I have to grab the Valedictorian Award. And I know Sydney quite well because we spent a semester, a session together, and I am so honored to have had her in my class. And she did a fantastic job, and she is she's actually moved on from our program to the CNA program. So I would like to introduce to you Sydney Mateo, our class valedictorian.
Hello and good evening. Families and friends, I'm so honored to be here with all of you, and thank you all for coming to celebrate with us tonight. I want to begin by saying that I am so proud of each and every one of you graduating. Many of us had kids, families, jobs, and other obstacles that we had to coordinate with our school and tutoring schedules. Take a moment and reflect back, and remember how much you have overcome. Your passion and determination brought you here, and you will continue to go far. I want to say thank you to all of the teachers, staff, and students for your dedication to this program. I also want to name two people who made a huge contribution to my success and the success of many others. Linda Schneider-Erger and Paula Keyes, thank you both for your tireless efforts. Linda, you work so hard with your students, and you give endless encouragement. And Paula, you always go the extra mile to make sure every student in need of help has the tutoring they require. A big thank you to my friends and family for your love and encouragement. A special thank you to my mom and my husband, my biggest supporters, and my favorite babysitters. But no, seriously, without the support of my classmates, teachers, friends, and family members, I might not be here today. I was 14 when I dropped out of high school. I was 15 when I discovered that I was pregnant. I'm sorry. Thank you. I was 16 when I became a mother. And I was 23 when I earned my GED. So as we go forward and continue to pursue our passions, remember how far we have come. When you fail, don't give up. Because fail means first attempt in learning. The end, in fact, means that effort never dies. And when somebody tells you no, remember that no only means the next opportunity. Thank you.
Okay, I don't think I'm the only one crying here. So now I would love to introduce Lorena Londono. She is our salutatorian, and I know she has a few words to say too. Come on
up. Good evening. Today I feel so happy for this great achievement, and I want to thank all of you, especially my family, for being here to share this joy with us, and the joy that today becomes in a step more that leads us to the fulfillment of our dreams. One day, I approached the Office of Adult Basic Education to enroll my boyfriend in English classes, and I saw the information about the High School Equivalency program, and I was encouraged to enroll in it because I felt that I have to close life cycles and conclude goals that I proposed years ago, but for many reasons I had no success. During this course, I learned with wonderful teachers, not only for their academic knowledge, but for their way for guiding and dealing with the students, which encouraged them to continue studying. That is why I want to thank these excellent teachers for their teaching, their passion, and for motivating us to be better every day. This program, Adult Education, is a part of the treasure because it has allowed me to learn many things and finishing my high school, and additionally, it gives me the opportunity to take another important step, to achieve my dreams and to sponsor me to start studying business. My family and I are grateful for this excellent opportunity. Thank you, and God bless you.
No, don't go away. So now, I had tears in my eyes, sorry, but here is her lovely award.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. We're very proud of you. That was a nice speech. Thank you. Good job. Okay. Okay, now I would like to introduce Kerry Orwig. He is a student from Workforce Development and Community Education, and he is going to sing Granted, which Josh Groban is well known for. That is going to be our musical interlude. Kerry?
Have you ever felt it could all go away if you'd blink? If you never stop running, you won't fall behind. So you think, and you wonder in your heart, if you're still not who you are, who are you? Nothing seems the same till it all falls apart. If you have a dream, go chase it. If you feel hope, don't waste it. If you find love, embrace it. And never take a single breath for granted. The story's yours, go write it. Tomorrow's undecided. Our days are counted on this planet. Never take a single breath. Take a single breath for granted. Maybe it's time you bet on yourself. Listen to your heart, just listen to your heart and nobody else. So go find out who you are, only you know who you are, who are you? 'Cause all you have to lose is your best life yet, so go ahead. If you have a dream, go chase it. If you feel hope, don't waste it. If you find love, embrace it. Never take a single breath for granted. The story's yours, go write it. Tomorrow's undecided. Our days are counted on this planet. Never take a single breath, take a single breath for granted. Whoa. Sometimes the greatest moments we'll ever know are when we're letting go. So let go. Maybe our brightest days still wait for us in the unknown. Take a single breath for granted. If you have a life, go find it. The story's yours. Our days are cut out on this planet. Never take a single breath for granted. Oh,
I want to thank all the members of the TMCC community, the faculty, the staff, for having this amazing program, for giving of your time, for giving of your service to make today possible. I want to thank the members of our families for supporting all of these students to get to today, and for the continued support that you're going to provide them as they continue their journey. I want to thank members of the NSHE system, members of the executive team at TMCC, and I also want to thank all the vets in the audience for allowing these students to chase their dreams and by giving us an opportunity to live in the greatest country on the planet. You know, today I was asked to come speak to this group, and this is, between us and the walls, my favorite group to speak to. I look forward to graduations, but I especially look forward to this graduation because today I'm not here to speak to you or speak with you as a college president. Today I'm here to speak to you as a high school dropout. I sat in your shoes many years ago. So today what I'm here to share with you is my story, the message that anything is possible, and more importantly, how important education has been in my life and in my success. When I was young, 7th grade, I got it in my head that dropping out of school was going to solve all the problems that I had. Was the youngest of 11, came from a family of 13. Every single one of them had dropped out of high school with the exception of 4. So when I saw them, I said, well, if they did it, I could do it. And I got this idea, drop out of school and all of a sudden everything is going to be solved. Similar to circumstances that led you to drop out of school or not finish what you needed to do. The day that I decided to drop out of school, I went to the high school office and they signed on it right away because truth be told, I wasn't the best student. It didn't take much. It took me literally 30 minutes to walk in, got my signatures, and I was out. I went home. I told my dad that I was dropping out, and he said, you're going to regret what you just did. And sure enough, I did. Because the day that I did that, it's like one of these movies where you see the walls come down around you. And you've all experienced this. Because when that happens, you don't have any opportunities. Nowhere that I turned did I have an opportunity. I thought that by dropping out, the first thing I was doing was get a great job. Because now I didn't have to be in school. Well, that didn't happen. The only door that I could walk through was a door that had a big old sign that said, the place to nowhere. No opportunity is through this door. So I took whatever job that I could take. I hauled manure. I picked grapes. I cleaned facilities. I washed dishes. I swept floors. I did whatever I needed to do to make a living. Because when you're 16, 17, 18 years old, you got to figure out what you're going to do with your life. And for me, it was work. Drop out of school, get a job, and everything is going to be good. But it doesn't work that way, and you all know this. So when I dropped out and I took these jobs, I learned something really quick. One, if you ever decide to do them, you're never going to complain about getting a good night's sleep because you're always tired. I was always exhausted from the physical labor that I had to do. The second thing is you're never going to need a gym membership because you'll always be really fit because of the work that you're doing. And there's nothing wrong with an honest day pay and a good, hard-working job. The problem is that there's so much more that someone can do. I was a migrant worker, and now I'm a college president because I chased my dreams and because I got an education in the same way that you're doing. Thank you. One of the things that led me to get an education, so I bounced around from job to job all over the country. I ended up on the West Coast. I ended up in Texas. I ended up all over the place doing really difficult jobs. One of the jobs that I got was cleaning cotton. In this day and age, I was cleaning cotton. It was super hot in West Texas in the summer, and there I was cleaning cotton. On one day, I had a dizzy spell. It was exceptionally hot, and I remember that I got a dizzy spell. I fell down. I passed out from the heat. And I remember that it's not like in the movies. In the movies, when you pass out and you hit the ground, it's all in slow motion and somebody comes to help you. No, that didn't happen. There's nobody around to help you. And you get up really quick because the ground is really hot. That was the most memorable moment that I had. I remember falling down and getting up like a ninja. Fastest I ever did that. Because the ground was so hot. And I remember saying to myself on that day, I said, there has to be something better for me. There has to be a better life. I was young, and I knew that the only way that I was going to do this was to get an education. Because much like Nelson Mandela said, an education is the only weapon that we have, or the greatest weapon that we have to change the world. But it's also the greatest weapon that we have to change our own personal lives. What would I be doing today if I didn't have an education, if I didn't chase my dreams the way you did it? An education is the great equalizer. An education is what allows you to get a better life, to get out of poverty, to provide for your families in ways that you can't if you didn't make the sacrifices to get to today. An education is more than a weapon to change your life. It's a shield that will protect you from the injustices of the world. And believe you me, there are many out there. I remember going to work in some of the field conditions, and they said, you'll never work in a field that has pesticides in it. It was a lie. Once you got there, the field was covered in pesticide. You'll never work in a field that's full of water that will make it hard for you to walk. It was a lie. There'll always be water there for you to drink. It was a lie. And education is a shield to protect you from those kinds of injustices. So one thing that I would encourage you to do is continue your educational track so that you can have access to a better life, better opportunity. Now, for me, it's been 30 years since I was where you guys are at. 30 years when I decided to get my GED. I made that determination. I went to the classes. The only difference was I didn't have this. I didn't have a graduation. I didn't have this amazing support team. I didn't have the president and everybody else out here doing that. I remember when we got our piece of paper, they said, congratulations, Solis, here you go. This is your GED. And I was like, okay, so now what? But I remember also thinking that there wasn't any fanfare. We didn't have a graduation. We didn't have any speeches. We didn't have any keynote speakers. And I said to myself, if I ever have an opportunity to share my story with someone, here are the things that I'm going to share with them. So before I let you go, I want to share with you the things that I have learned the hard way, but that are extremely important as you decide to move forward in your lives. The first and foremost thing is this: be fearless in the pursuit of your dreams. You have one opportunity, one life, one chance. You've already made a decision to change your lives by getting an education. So whatever it is after tonight, whatever party you have tonight, whatever celebration, tomorrow morning you have a responsibility to wake up and chase that dream. Be fearless in the pursuit of what you want to do, because anything is possible. You being here today is testament to the fact that anything is possible if you set your mind to it. Last week you were a high school dropout, now you're a high school equivalency graduate. Be fearless in the pursuit of your dreams. The second thing is this: thank everyone that's in this room that helped you get to today. By the time we get to 20, 25 years old, think about this. We have spent about 95% of all the time that we're ever going to spend with our family. Time is fleeting. So if you have an opportunity tonight to thank the people that are here that helped you get there, make sure you take time to hug them, to thank them, because there's more to come. This is just the first start. You'll continue here at TMCC. You'll continue to change your life. But make sure you thank the people that are in the room, because they helped you get to where you're at. The third thing is this: work hard. I often get the question, President Solis, what is it like, to be successful, and what do you think are some of the things? It's easy. Work hard. Be the first one there. Be the last one to leave. Sacrifice today so that you can have a better tomorrow. It's not a difficult formula. Get up, chase your dreams, work hard, make it happen. Out-hustle the next person. Because everybody out there that you're competing with has that degree, has that credential. What's going to separate you? Get your education and out-hustle the person next to you. The next thing that I would encourage all the graduates to do, as President Hilgerson said, is do something that you love. I haven't worked a day in my life beyond the days before I got my GED, because I love what I do as an educator. Every day I get to come to campus and help change someone's life through the power of education. I'm in a very blessed and privileged position. Chase something that you love to do, and you'll never work a day in your life. You'll always be happy. I encourage you as graduates now to cultivate your social skills. Contrary to what you think, life does not happen on your phones. It happens right here, one-on-one. Relationships matter, and you will get where you will be because of how you treat people, how you work with people, how you interact with people. Remember one thing, if nothing else from tonight: spend more time with people than on your laptop. and you will be successful. Because being a part of a larger community is important to your success and to the success of your family. You need other people to be successful. Treat them well, treat them with dignity. Be kind, be compassionate. It's not difficult to do. It's not difficult to understand. The other thing is this, be a lifelong learner. I have spent my life not only getting other degrees, but continuing to educate myself because I have that responsibility. I have this opportunity that we're granted to get an education and to change our lives. Be a lifelong learner. You live in a world of artificial intelligence, technology, disruptions, digital currencies, and so on. To be competitive in that environment, you have to learn all the time because there's always someone there behind you wanting that job that you have. Okay? Keep this in mind. There will be disappointments along the way. When that happens, you shake yourself off. Just like it was mentioned earlier, you're going to fall down. When I fell down, I got up. Every single time I've fallen down, I have gotten up. Nothing will keep me down. Your choices and your attitude about how you face the challenges in your life will determine where you go. You've already decided to make it happen by being here today. When you fall down, get up, make it happen, work hard. The last thing that I leave you with is this, because I know that we all want to get to a celebration because this is a big day for the graduates. One day you might be in a position to speak to a group of graduates and tell them about your story, to share an experience with them. When you become that speaker, I encourage you to remember just 3 things. The first thing is be bold. Be bold in your message so that your words are received well and you're not robbed of a great performance because you're afraid to speak to others and share a powerful message about how you came from a high school dropout to now a success through being a high school graduate. Be great in your words so that you inspire others to action. You're one class, there's another class behind you and another class behind that, and you know people that are in the similar circumstance. You have to be that example. Be great in that message so that others follow suit. And lastly, I leave you with this. Be brief, because I know the parents and the students want to get to a party and celebrate. Congratulations so much. I'm super proud of you. Keep at it. Don't stop here. I expect to one day work for one of you because I know you're all going to go do amazing things. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Solis, very much. Okay. 2 quick things before I invite you all up to the stage. The first is that Governor Sisolak is honoring each graduate with a certificate in order to congratulate them on their momentous achievement. They are hand-signed. Yes. Yes, they are. And we would like to thank both Governor Sisolak and Jackie Pirro, yes, for recognizing our students' dedication and perseverance. The second thing is we will also be announcing those students who are on track to college program participants. So those of you who have already made that decision, there will be a little extra blurb about you. And for those of you who have not made that decision, well, you know where I'm going with this. Those participants have been awarded up to $1,500. Thank you for clapping, because I was supposed to pause there. And we would like to thank you, President Hilgerson, for this incredibly generous opportunity. Thank you so much. And please do take advantage of it. Please, please. Okay? You ready? So this is how it's going to go. All right? So you're going to stand up. You're going to be led in groups. You're going to walk around. You're going to come up here, over there. Cynthia's going to say your name. I'm going to give you a certificate. You can say a few words if you would like. Linda's going to give you another certificate. And there's no reason to be nervous. Okay? All right? It's going to go really smoothly. I promise you. All right. Let's do this. Maybe they're going that way.
Sydney Mateo, Career Certificate Scholarship recipient and on track to college program participant.
I just want to say that I'm very sorry for crying, but thank you to my friends and family who are here watching and cheering me on very loudly.
Lorena Londono, on track to college program participant. Billy Andrade.
I'll try to be quick. First, my mom, I love you. And I would not have the soul and the conscience that I have today without you. And you mean everything to me. To my son, I love you deeply. And all that's over. We can move on. And to the man of my life who puts up with me every day. The last 11 years have been the best years of my life, of having you in my life, and I hope it will be that way till the day I die. And I love you with everything I've got. And to the staff, I don't even, thank you is not enough. So thank you, everybody. And as for those who don't know, I chose the hard road in life, 45 years old. I did drugs for 20 years, been clean for 11. The last 2 years I've spent trying to get my GD, and I finally got it. And I heard a man yesterday, he was telling his story, and he said, you know, I've shown the world the worst of me, and now it's time for me to show the world the best of me. And that is what I intend to do.
Susan Camis, on track to college program participant.
I'd like to thank my family for supporting me and my two sisters for pushing me to come to this program. I'd also like to thank the staff and the teachers and everyone in. I'm sorry, I forget the name. Range program. I just want to say, we did it, graduates.
Samantha Cortez.
I just want to thank my family, the ABE staff, and especially Mrs. Avery and Mr. Lewis for pushing me to get this. Thank you.
Crystal Rodriguez, on track to college program participant.
Hi. I would like to thank the A program for giving me this opportunity, and I'd love to thank my husband. Thank you so much for the support and being by my side, and thank you, Nika, Emily, Lena, for being here and supporting me as well. Woo!
Niviam Lucas Gutierrez, on track to college program participant.
Good evening. The first, I want to give thanks to God because He's my rock. And I want to say thank you to my family, my husband, and my kids. I have 4 children, and they are here. Thank you, and you are my motivation to go forward. And my friends, my mother-in-law is here. And to my instructors, because without them, that can be possible today. Thank you.
Bidea Hussein, on track to college program participant.
First of all, I would like to say thank you to God for opening this door. I want to thank my husband, my family, and my teachers. Without them, I wouldn't even finish school. So thank you very much.
Caitlin Bowles, On Track to College program participant. Adriana Wright. Juliana Rubalcaba. Daniel Valdivia, On Track to College program participant.
Hi, everybody. I just want to say thanks to my family and friends for being here and show them that I get this.
Luz Sedano, On Track to College program participant.
Hi, everyone. I just want to say thank you to TMCC to have this program. And I want to say thank you to my family to support me. Thank you so much.
Adriana Limos, On Track to College program participant.
Good afternoon, all. I just want to thank God for this achievement. A special thank you for my mom, for my husband, and for my little kid, because they are my support. I love you guys. This is for you, family. I did it, and you can do it if you put your mind to do it. Thank you. Have a good night.
Andrea Deras. Etni Sepulveda.
Good evening. First of all, I want to thank God for everything I got. And this achievement, thanks to my family, it's not here. But I have very special people, my friends, and someone is here is very special to me. It's there. It's always with me, and he gave me inspiration to don't give up. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Kimberly Shore.
Good evening, everybody. I just want to take a moment and thank my Heavenly Father for laying this on my heart so deeply for me to finally get this done and close this door once and for all in my life. And I want to thank my family, my friends, my husband, who has been such a huge encouragement and support to me, and Linda and Paula, thank you so much for all your help and all your support in a time that was very trying for me. And I did it. Talk.
Milton Quintanilla.
I just want to say thank you to my family and my teacher, James.
Mickey Herbold, On Track to College program participant.
So it's taken me 30 years to get here, but I finally did it. So thank you to my family. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Angela. So, yep, I did it. Yay.
Nicholas Miller, On Track to College program participant.
I don't really know what to say, but thank you, Angela and Jim. I wouldn't have done it without you guys. And thank you, Sydney, because you made me do it.
Sydney Miller, On Track to College program participant.
I'm losing this thing. Okay, I just want to say thank you to my teachers for keeping it real with me. And I'm sorry, I can't hold this up. And my parents and my grandparents and my best friends and my aunt and my uncle and my little brother for making me, being my motivation. So thank you.
Michaela Sweet. Carlos Franco, On Track to College program participant.
First of all, Angela, James, thank you so much. Everybody that supported me, friends, my godson, for you, keep it up, and myself. I had to push myself to do it, otherwise it wouldn't happen. Thank you.
Sally Ramos.
Hi. I just wanted to say thank you to my family for supporting me. It was hard for me to get here, to be honest. And I want to thank Debbie for showing me that it's possible to go to college, and the tutoring center for all their help on the weekends, and the great staff. Thank you for choosing this career to help us and to get our further education. I feel like we're all here to follow our dreams, no matter it's to further our education, and to get a better job. So I appreciate the program. Thank you.
Samuel McCullough.
Hello. I would just like to say thank you to my girlfriend, my family, David and Donna. You guys were great teachers.
One more time. Congratulations, everybody. Will the graduates please stand? Under the authority delegated to me by Truckee Meadows Community College and the State of Nevada's Office of Career Readiness, Adult Learning, and Education Options, I confer upon you the Certificate of High School Equivalency. You may now move your tassels to the left. Now, on behalf of the instructors, tutors, and staff of TMCC's Adult Basic Education program, I congratulate and commend the class of 2019. We thank all the family, We thank all the family and friends that were able to join us today, and we wish everybody a great evening and a great party.